Hello everybody, I'm Coral. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a spoiler-free review of Eric LaRocca's Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke and Other Misfortunes. So that includes the novella Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke and also two shorter stories, one called The Enchantment and one called You'll Find That It's Like That All Over. Let's see. Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke is about two women, Agnes and Zoe, and they meet online. And this takes place in the 90s, so we're talking about like forums, message boards, instant messengers, things like that. Not quite like the social media that we have today. And they meet because Agnes is trying to sell an apple peeler that has been a family heirloom, and she needs the money for rent, and she's trying to sell it. And Zoe bites on this offer but ends up just giving her the money and telling her to keep the apple peeler. And this kind of initiates this relationship between these two women that very, very quickly becomes like not good. You know what I mean? Like emotionally not good for either of these ladies, and the way it plays out is disgusting and disturbing and really sad, and it's a great novella. I read through it a second time and it's just as impactful, I feel like, as the first time I read it. So that's a great one, and I know there are a lot of people out there who have been trying to get a copy, but since it's been out of print now, fortunately, in September, you'll be able to get that. So the next story in this collection is called The Enchantment, and this is about, I don't know, this takes place in our world, but it feels like there's something going on that may change the way people are living, if that makes sense. And in the very beginning of the story, there's this couple who have split apart, and they end up getting back together after this really tragic thing happens in their lives. And it's almost like The Lighthouse, where the husband, or kind of like The Shining, I guess. I don't know. It depends on your, I don't know, the things in your brain library. But so it's like The Shining or The Lighthouse, where this couple go to be the caretakers, like the winter caretakers of this, I don't know, kind of a resort type of place. And while they're there, they get this visitor who really changes everything. And this one's a little more like ethereal feeling and a little more flowery language and stuff like that, which I think Eric LaRocca is just really great at. That's a big reason why I love his work, is because his stories are great, but his writing is just really like distinguished. He's just a really great writer. Obviously, I can't tell you too much about these, but then the next one is called You'll Find That It's Like That All Over, and this one is really just a quick little bite of a story. It's about this man who lives in a neighborhood, and he has this kind of like curmudgeonly neighbor, and he thinks that the neighbor left something at his house. So he goes over there to ask him about it, and he's not even really sure why he's doing this or why the neighbor would have done this, but he kind of takes a leap to go do that, and it just gets really strange. I don't want to tell you more than that, but it really reminded me of like an episode of The Twilight Zone or Outer Limits or something like that. It was just kind of weird and quirky, and I don't know. It's like, I don't feel like this taught me a lesson, but I feel like the character in this story got taught a lesson, you know what I mean? And it was just kind of funny and weird, and I don't know, it was just good. I feel like Eric's writing is really, it lends itself well to being able to play this story in your head as you're reading, you know what I mean? Like, it has really great, he always includes really great imagery, and I am somebody who has to have that, I think, when I'm reading, because if I can't visualize things, I like obsess over it, and it's really dumb and like a my brain problem, definitely. But his writing's great. This story was great. I loved it. I got this as a review copy, so I'd like to say thank you, Eric. And thank you, Titan Books. They are the publisher of this go around, and you'll be able to pick that up. I'll leave a link in my description for my bookshop.org page if you'd like to pick it up from there. But this comes out, I believe, September 6th. So pre-order it now. The cover is great. The stories are great, and Eric LaRocca's writing's great. So, you know, no matter what, it's a win-win situation. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if I've convinced you. Let me know if you've read Things Have Gotten Worse and what you thought about it. And that's all I have for you. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.